What is up, everyone? Let's see if we get some people rolling in here. A little late night stream action. Trying to see if I can pin this in chat. What up, what up, what up? What's up, everyone? There we go. Pin message. Cool. What's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? All right, and there we go. Cool. All right, let a few more people roll in here. We can get started. Just gonna touch on a couple of things real quick. Kind of go over, I guess, layout of stream, and then might have to cap off the stream with some Fortnite action, which I don't think we've played that yet. We haven't played any. We haven't done any video games yet. All right, sweet. We got some people rolling in here. First thing that I want to address now that we're, Saturday, January 6th. Today's gonna be the last day that the prices here are gonna be available. What's up, David? Last day that these prices will be available, so make sure you take advantage of it. Huge discounts that I typically don't offer, so if you want to get locked in for a full year, you're saving $100. And again, I always try to tell people, don't look at this as if you're buying something. Look at it as if it were an investment, because that's really what it is. You'll get access to all of my plays, all of the verified capper plays, and obviously the giveaways that we run as well. So yeah, last day to take advantage of this. If you want, go over to the Twitter. I'll actually retweet it right now so you guys can see that. But yeah, make sure you take advantage of that while you can. What's up, Mitch? I don't know how many of you guys in here even play Fortnite, but let me know if you guys would want to see that. We'll look over some plays, try to get a couple slips in, and yeah. So obviously I think it's pretty much a dead giveaway, the thumbnail in this video, but Jalen McMillan under receiving yards is a great play right now. I assume the correlation slips that people are playing kind of just gets this bumped up. I mean, you can see kind of the whole Washington side of the ball is their lines are a bit higher than they should be. We've got McMillan, Penix passing yards, and then even Polk over here with his receiving yards are pretty high. So League of Legends, dude, I do not do League of Legends. One of the verified cappers in our Discord does though. So if you do want to check that out, you can. Very, very frustrating protected play today that we went over on stream earlier. Watching Devin Booker come out and kind of just in that second half, like pop off for really no reason, was definitely frustrated. I thought we were gonna get a little 4-for-4 start here, but unfortunately we didn't. And then obviously this one killed me, man. This was posted last night, pretty much around this time, and also went out to the Discord members just for like a free pick or a free slip. Derek White, I think, had 16 points and rebounds in the first half, and then obviously we see the blowout happen and he ends at 17. I'm almost positive that he finished with 1 PR in the second half. I'm gonna double check that just so I'm not crazy. I was hoping to get home a little bit earlier so we could get second half slips out for these, and unfortunately I did not, so that's okay though. Where are the Celtics at? Where do I have to look to find that? Celtics. Why am I in all caps? All right, this game. Yeah, Derek White, first quarter had 9 PR, second quarter had 7. So yeah, 16 PR, got 1 rebound in the third quarter, and they didn't even play. So is Flex Friday not a thing anymore? I haven't used PrizePicks. No, Flex Friday is a thing. We used it today. Our slip was right here. Unfortunately, we missed on this Devin Booker line. I'm curious if I didn't even get to watch really if Devin Booker went under 3-pointers made, because that was the other one that we were looking at. He did. That's so tough. I believe we had Devin Booker. We had his under 2.5 3-pointers made in our slip, and then PrizePicks removed it, and I said, okay, let's take this one because it was also good value. What is up? We got our soccer capper in the chat. Dude's a goat at soccer, which, by the way, now that you're in here, we should totally try to figure out something with you posting correlation slips for soccer. I think that'd be really beneficial for the entire Discord community. But yeah, I think that this stream's going to be pretty much just securing some late night value. It seems like every single night we're getting like pretty decent value for hockey, like the following day's hockey schedule. So you guys can see here we have a pretty nice slate tomorrow. So I assume on stream we'll probably have a good bit of value to get in. And if you guys didn't see the, not last night, but 2 nights ago, we had some, yeah, this was one of them right here. This was a slip for some late night hockey. And then, which one was it? Not that one. Maybe it was the night before. I'm trying to think. We had a night where, I don't know. We had a night where the hockey value was like really good. So we'll look for that today for sure. And I believe there's some correlation that also came out within the past couple hours that we have not gotten in yet. So we'll do that as well. If you're new to the stream, if it's your first time here, please drop a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot. So that would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, we'll just skim the DFS app, see what kind of value we get. Any value on PrizePicks without college right now? Not at the moment. Scan through one more time just to make sure. McMillan's the main one that's really good. It's good as well, but those are both college. Right here, Travis, under 3 shots on goal. That's a pretty good prop. I don't think that we have enough at the moment to be building out a full 6 leg. But But yeah, that's probably the best prop up on the board right now outside of college. So we'll keep this up. We'll probably see some props for tomorrow roll in, and then we'll grab some value there. So how was everyone's day? How do you find good value on picks? That's a great question. That's a great question to set me up for to talk about DGF a little bit more. So if you can't already tell, bottom of the screen you'll see dgfantasy.com. There's a little banner. If you use code Trident on anything on the site, you get 25% off, which is a huge discount. This right here is called the DG Fantasy Optimizer. If you guys can take a look up here, you will see all of your DFS apps, PrizePicks, Underdog, Parlay Play Better, etc. So up there you're able to choose which sportsbook which DFS app that you're looking at. We can use PrizePicks as an example. Then down here you have your sports books. You have Pinnacle, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, and so on. There's a few more. This tool makes it extremely easy to find value. It is more than easy, honestly. If you're brand new to sports betting, if you're brand new to positive EV betting at all, and you're not really fully, you don't fully understand how like the odds work and what you're looking for in a play, they make it easy for you. You click plus EV plays, go down to 6-pick flex, and it'll filter them for you. So this will show any picks that qualify as a profitable prop. So you can do this for every single DFS app. Makes it super easy. This is the optimizer. We'll look here in just a second at the correlation tool, which is also on the DG Fantasy website. And that's what we use to make all of our correlation slips. Everything is AI generated to spit out the best parlay to take for each game. So how was the dinner? Dinner was good. We went down to a pretty nice restaurant. Got myself some. I got a tuna bowl. It was pretty good. But yeah. That tool you're using is super helpful. Got to invest in that for sure. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Obviously there's a lot of people in the dub club that just tail my own slips, which is completely fine. I know that you guys have your own lives, you guys have your own busy schedules with jobs or whatever, and it's nice to be able to just kind of tail somebody else without having to put any research or time into that yourself. But there's also a handful of people that I know that even though they're in the dub club, they also like being able to build their own slips, because at the end of the day, I'm not always on my computer. I'm not always available to get every single value line in. So there's definitely a good amount of people that have the dub club and also have the optimizer, and it's a great way to kind of just make sure that you're securing value at all times. So dude, this is the kind of comments that make me so happy. I started on Christmas and was down so much. Sub to some people, but they chalked me. Sub to you, and I've been winning, and I use code Trident. Thanks. Please stream tomorrow. First off, thank you so much. It means a lot. I try a lot to make sure that this whole community, whether it's just the Discord or everything on Twitter, I try to make sure that everything is kind of up to my standard in terms of whether it's plays being put out or just the overall organization of everything. So I hope that the Discord seems like a welcoming environment, and I'm really thankful that we have a lot of members in there that are helpful and answer questions for anybody who's new in there. So I appreciate that a lot, and I also appreciate you using code Trident. So shout out to you. And yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. If this is your first time in the stream, I'm going to be doing this every single day, typically around noon, building slips then, and then the night stream will be mostly kind of sweating out plays. The NBA second half has also been pretty successful for us so far. Yesterday we came on stream and built out a couple of second half slips for the Nuggets game, and this is how that went, if I can find it. So this was last night. Really good value in both of those props and on those. Both of those cashed. If you were in stream last night, you were able to cash out on those. But yeah, the streams will be a daily thing. This is kind of a new approach that I have into 2024 of getting into the video content. So YouTube streams will be a daily occurrence, hopefully 2 times a day. Sometimes it'll just be 1. But I was glad I was able to get home and get on, because I know I told you guys I'd be streaming tonight. The plan was for it to be a little bit closer to 10, but obviously we're not able to meet that time. So but it's okay. We move and we, adjust where we need to. So yeah. Yes, that is like exactly what I do, Mitch. You can filter it. Typically I'll just sort it, because like you said, when you filter it, there's typically not a lot of plays there, if any, and that just shows you how much the sports books do, or how much the DFS apps do to try to adjust their lines, as quickly as possible. But yeah, if you don't see anything there, I would go through those books to try to narrow down and maybe pick out the props that you think would fit in the correct threshold for being in a 6-pick entry. Started my trial today. I'm gonna check back in a week. All right, dude. Excited for you. Give us some feedback on what you think of just the Discord and just the community as well, because when you are paying somebody for picks, that's obviously a big focus there on actually the performance of the picks. But I hope that the premium experience is more than just the picks for you, and that you feel welcome to, whether it's just talking in our VIP chat, or if it's participating in some of our VIP tournaments for the bracket challenge, just to name one of them. Which, if you are not familiar with the bracket challenge, that is a super fun way to not only sweat some extra picks, but also you get a chance at $1,000, and this is a weekly occurrence, so you get a chance at $1,000 and also a free month of Dub Club access. So if you're not in the Dub Club, I would do that. And yeah, the link that's in chat right now that's pinned at the top is a free 7-day trial. If you guys would like to try that out, let me know what you think. And yeah, hope you guys are able to take advantage of that, because we got some NFL coming up tomorrow, I guess in 2 days really, but we do have Saturday football as well, and that's going to be pretty fun. We've already got a ton of correlation slips in. If you haven't gotten all of the correlation slips in and want to, you can look back at the streams. We went over a couple slips earlier today on the afternoon stream, and then I believe it was 2 days ago that we did some more correlation. Can we all put Bull on the bench for the rest of the season? What did he chalk today? I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. Was it parlay play or something? Appreciate the streams. Don't really see anyone else doing this. You the MVP. I appreciate it, David. I'm hoping that the videos start to gain a little more traction just as I stay more consistent with it. I know this is all very new, but even if we're not, posting slips, obviously we get in situations like right now where even though I want to be posting slips and getting stuff out, there's just really not much. And even when there's not a lot, I'm hoping that these streams can just provide a place for us all to just talk about sports, or, you know, like I said, if it's just Fortnite, but just a place for us all to chill and, you know, just bond a little bit more with, I guess, you know, you guys have a face to put to the name now instead of me just being in chat. So over 3.5 assists on PrizePicks. Did it already? It probably already cashed out. That's probably why I didn't see it. Oh yeah, this one. It's unfortunate. Our correlation slip missed by 1 leg, technically, if you're not counting the pushes. 1 assist. Brutal. They all got bumped down. Well, that's nice. Yeah, sometimes you're able to take actually a better line for correlation if they end up getting bumped down. Bumps are something that I wouldn't really worry about, whether it's up or down with correlation. So keep that in mind, because it's not necessarily on an individual prop basis. It's just the overall correlated percentage, I guess, of a slip. Any college football slips? I'd like to build one. We definitely have like a few props. This Michigan prop doesn't have a line except for on Fliff. And then Cornelius Johnson under receiving yards is like just out of the threshold for a 6 pick. So we can't run any college football just yet. What's up, Brown? NBA blowouts are you crazy? Yeah, they suck. It's terrible, dude. I mean, it pisses me off whenever I miss a parlay because of a blowout. If it's one individual prop, out of like, you know, a parlay that goes 3 for 6, then I usually am not like too mad. But like, there's a good chance that this slip right here goes 5 for 6. It's 4 for 5 right now. Taylor's prop has already been removed off the board because of how good the value is. And yeah, this freaking Derek White didn't even play the 4th quarter, and he put up 16 PR in the first half. Like, it's gonna be a tough beat. And you know, if Taylor hits, kind of have to just put yourself in the mindset of that's, you know, it's profit. It's a 2x is profit. So yeah. Did I ever get the discount code fixed? Waiting to buy it until you fix it. Are you talking about the 50% off? It wasn't necessarily an issue of it being broken, but it's just the Dub Club policy that if you're already on the trial, you can't extend. You have to be like already on an active membership. So I don't know. I'll probably do a 50% off at some point again. Not sure when exactly though. Oh, for DG Fantasy? Yeah, I talked with TJ like a day ago. I don't know why it's been down, because I texted him or I DM'd him on Twitter, and he said that it worked just fine on his end. So I would try it again if you can right now. Make sure you're spelling it all right. It's just Trident. There's nothing else. That I think it's just all caps Trident. I've been seeing uses of it. I saw a couple yesterday, so it should be working. I don't know why it wouldn't be taking it on your end. If not, if you can try right now and let me know. Let me know if you can do it right now, and if not, if it's still not working, just send me a DM on Twitter, and I'll take a look at it and see. We got good value on that CJ Stroud slip you posted. This one right here, I assume that's probably what you're talking about. Let's see. What kind of value are we getting? Yeah, I mean, Pittman bumped down and so did Minshew, but the rest of the guys bumped up a yard or two. Oh no, not that one. No. Read the banner at the bottom. So 50% off. I had a code. This was just the other day for just Dub Club stuff. It's not an active code anymore, but DGF is 25% off with code Trident. The other with Alec Pierce. Was there like an official slip? Is that what we're talking about? Or is this on a completely different app? Let me know. Let me know what we're looking for. How many of you guys have been in here since like before the NFL season? Like how many of you are Dub Club members for a long time? Because we smacked this season-long entry right here. This cash money. What's up, Luca Lover? We have one on Dabble. We should have one on Dabble, which I have to explore a little bit more about that. I still haven't heard back from them, which kind of sucks because I've been trying to, get something set up with them, some sort of partnership and maybe talk out something for anyone who uses the code to get like a deposit match, So I'm still working on that. But I'll keep you guys updated, of course, so. We just have NBA on still? Or, no, there's hockey. This game is pretty close. 3-point game. Raptors ball, 9 seconds. Only had the PRIZEPICKS season long, yeah. That one was brutal. And then the one thing I didn't even notice, these right here, like you guys see the red. I thought that these were all non-insured, but I forgot that these are all insured. So I'm pretty sure for Underdog we'll have 3 4-for-5s and then 1 5-for-5. So that's a 10x and then 3 separate 2x, which is awesome. Unless yeah, that one's went 4-for-5. And then I mean, yeah, Henry's not rushing for over 200. That one went 4-for-5. And then Lamar's done. Yeah, so that's nice. Good profit over here on Underdog. Blowouts were indeed brutal today, bro. Tell me about it. I know, I'm well aware of it. I'm trying to think of what the game was that I saw for correlation. We have there's an NFL slip that we haven't gotten in yet. I was gonna show you guys, and we can get that in on stream. What sport do I do the best in? Football. Football for sure. And that's not because like I'm smarter at it. That's just typically what we're able to take advantage of the most because of some slips like that. Some correlation. Oh, I didn't see. Quickly missed. He missed the game time 3-pointer. So Kings win. Interesting. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get tired here on stream. Jake, what's up? I bet Dylan already went to bed. I was gonna see if he wanted to play any Fortnite. How's the late night stream? We're just chilling in here right now. Not a ton of value. I think we're gonna touch on some correlation. Kind of just going over some slips from today. What NFL team you roll with or your favorite sports team? Born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida. So I'm a Jags fan. I lived in Tampa for 3 years for college. So I still root for the Bucks. I think that's allowed because different conferences. I root for the Rays, the Tampa Bay Lightning. What else am I missing? Oh, and the Miami Heat. So those are like the 4 major sports teams. What about y'all? I haven't even asked that. What is like majority of people in here? You know, I assume we all watch sports. So, what's y'all's sports teams? Because I know it's not always as easy as just like where are you from. You know, some people are bandwagons. Oh, you guys can't see this yet. Correlation tool just surpassed the 800 units profited threshold. Yeah. Okay, Cowboys. Got Atlanta in here. Sweet. New York Islanders. One of my best friends is an Islanders fan, and I always give him crap because his team sucks. So, sorry, Jake. What did I see earlier about Marcus Smart? Didn't he like pop off in the first half or something? Just like draining threes? Alright, I think we got everything in for the Steelers-Ravens game. It was this one. Minnesota and Detroit. We don't have those in. Or Seattle or Arizona. We definitely have some more to go through. So, drop a thumbs up if you're ready for some correlation. If not, we can go to something else. Yeah, thumbs up. Cool. Alright, sweet. Let's get into it. Let's get into some correlation. Oh, I'm gonna pull up the dabble slips for you guys, but I don't know if I'm gonna play them. Not because I don't like the slips, but because I really want to get something set up with them before I start just, you know, playing the slips. But I'll show them to you guys though. Dude, I was like so ready to stream for a couple hours, and we're like 30 minutes in and I'm freaking tired. Alright, let me start with Steelers. Let me see what we have. Or let's do this. We'll go by Sportsbook. Okay. We'll start on better. Y'all cool with that? We'll start with better. Go down the list and see what we got here. we don't have one yet for Steelers and Ravens. So we're going to get started with this slip right here. This will be for today, right? Saturday. Somebody set a line. Over under how many times will I yawn during stream? From this point forward, we'll keep track. Someone's got to set an accurate line. It's got to be good. George Pickens. Better so hard to hit on. I downloaded it and then lost like 10 slips. The lines are so tight. They used to be really they used to have really good value. And then obviously once they got more people on the app, then they kind of cut down on it because they, were losing money, I guess. Not losing money, but realized that there were people profiting from them more than they should. But it's still a great app for correlation purposes because it pays out similar to Underdog, but they don't hit you with the payout shifts like Underdog does now. All right, let me get this posted and then I'll pull it up on screen. And we're getting over a 200% on the profit margin, which is great. Dude, that freaking Orlando Magic song's stuck in my head. Do I use better? Of course. That's what we're on. 11.5 yawns. I might have to take the over on that, honestly. Dude, if I keep thinking about it, it's gonna smack. I'm gonna keep yawning. Alright, this is the first slip that we're doing. So, kind of just, again, I'll reiterate it just because I know that not everyone in here has been in the previous streams, but they're correlated picks, meaning that picks complement each other based on what we have, like based off of a game script that we're playing off of. Under passing yards on both quarterbacks. We're taking under on receiving yards, and then expecting a running game from the Steelers side of the ball. So we take Najee Harris over rushing attempts. Okay. Let's move on down to the next one to see Texans Colts. I believe we already have this in. There's one. All right, we have Texans Colts already. We already have Falcons and Saints. We have not put in the Cowboys game. So let's get that one in too. You guys can see that all right. Make sure to get that in. So, taking over on passing yards for both quarterbacks. Taking Brandon Cooks over on receiving yards. CeeDee Lamb over receiving yards. And Terry McLaurin over receiving yards. I typically do half unit on my correlation slips. Not typically, always. I always do a half unit on correlation. You're more than welcome to change that number up depending on your bankroll, depending on how confident you feel in just, correlation as a whole. I've got people in the Discord who put a quarter unit, and I've got people in there who also do a full unit, which at the end of the day, you're going to be profitable over time. So it's kind of just, it's dependent on how much you're willing to have pending in a single week. Don't we have that for Cowboys game already? For better? We may have it on a separate app. I do not have it in on better though. Looking back just to double check. It's not like I'd be able to cancel it anyways, but no, we don't have that yet. We do not have this slip in. Bro, your thumbnails are fire. Dude, I appreciate that. I'm not the one who makes them though. So shout out to Jake if he's in the chat. He was like 2 minutes ago, but he makes my thumbnails. He also makes the sweet graphics like this. Where's that? Right here. So clean. Clean. Which again, why wouldn't you join the Dub Club if that number, I'm telling you right now, you guys can keep my word. I'll keep my word. You can hold me accountable. 2024, the number will be higher than that. We will profit 500 units at least in 2024. So keep that in mind. And you gotta think, oh, 500 units? What is that? If you're $5 better, then that's like 2,500 bucks. If you're even more than that, you know, like if you're $100 better, that's 50 grand. If you're $100 better, you're making 50 grand. That's like a whole salary. And don't try to bring up taxes with me. I know how that works, but I'm just saying. 50, you can still work your full-time job, but if you were to make 50 bands off of sports betting, dude. Do you think they'll play Dak enough in this game even though they clinched? I think they're still fighting for like seed, right? Like a better seed. I mean, obviously if the game's like, you know, 30-point difference, then they'll probably sit them. But if it's close, I think they're still going to want to win. Do you have to hit all legs on better to get a payout? Or does it work like PrizePicks? No, you have to hit everything on better. NFC East on the line. Yeah, so... Okay, just check, not better, but we have a Cowboys correlation on underdog and PrizePicks. Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, they'll play Dak. I want to say that we have a Bears-Packers better slip already. I'll double check though, I'll make sure. We do. And then we also have, okay, so we're good on better. We have everything in here. There's 6 slips. We've got all those in. Let's check out PrizePicks. Why is there only 2 PrizePicks slips right now? That's so weird. And then for underdog, is there only 6? We don't have 6 over here, so let's do that. All right, cool. Let's get some of these slips in. We have Dallas. We have Buffalo. So we need the other 4. They're pretty low. I'll play them anyways. These won't be counted if it's under 85. That's just how we do things in the Discord. So keep that in mind if you want to play things exactly how I do. I will be playing them. It won't be tracked, whether it hits or if it doesn't, which I touched on a little bit earlier in the afternoon stream. If you want me to dive into that a little bit deeper, I can. Just ask me in the chat and I'll explain why I do that. So yeah, we're gonna take Mullins, take Addison, Jefferson, that's not right, this one, and then Jared Goff. And if you can't tell, Underdog has limited me to $20 max on anything football related because of how much money I won off of correlation and other football parlays. So that's a bummer, but we gotta just go with the flow. If they're gonna limit me to $20, then I'll just put $20 on it. I didn't want you guys to see that and be like, oh, he's putting less, you know, because like I typically put $50, or I'm $100 better, so $50 is a half unit for me. So I didn't want you guys to see that and be like, is he putting, you know, 0.2 units on it? Like, no, I'm not. That's just what they limit me to, unfortunately. Oh, I don't have the link for you guys. I forgot to send that. Correlation tool is a waste of money if you aren't throwing in 50 slips a day. 50 slips is a bit of a stretch. And it's not a waste of money. I've been very profitable with it, and so have many Discord members. I would agree that you have to have a solid bankroll if you want to do it, but right here in the Discord, you know, I touch on that here. If you have a tight bankroll, I suggest staying away from these. While proven profitable in the long run, the volume put out every week is something that is near impossible for someone who doesn't have the bankroll to have 100 to 150 units pending per week. So keep it in mind. It's definitely not a waste of money, but it's definitely something that you're going to have a pretty good bankroll. So all right, so we have Vikings lines in now, and then what was the next one we needed? Did we already have Steelers? No, we have. Yeah, we need this one in. Steelers and. Sorry. Steelers and Ravens. We're betting on field goals? That's crazy. That's probably why the correlation score's so low. Rudolph over passing yards. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys, or cut that off for you guys to see. Jalen Warren. This is a weird correlation slip. It makes sense though, just off of the correlation score that they give us. So I'll make sure to make note of that. It will not be tracked. And I post the correlation score and the profit margin whenever these get uploaded on the Discord. We're also like barely getting a profit here. The profit margin's pretty small. 78. 21 does not qualify. So not that it doesn't qualify as a good slip, but it doesn't qualify for tracking purposes. No, there's no insurance that we put on these slips. Is there a link? I got you. There's a link for this one. The other one I can't get. I didn't realize that you literally can't get to a share link if you've already submitted the slip and you're not on this screen right here. So I posted that in chat for you guys to tell. And then let's do the same for the Texans game. So we'll close this. CJ Stroud over passing touchdowns. Dalton Schultz, Nico Collins, Devin Singletary, and Gardner Minshew. Did not submit? Well, that was weird. Alright, I'll do the same thing. Give you guys. The link never works? I mean, you gotta copy and paste it in a browser, but I assume that's what you're doing. I don't know why it wouldn't work though. Also, I apologize for being like, I don't know if the microphone's picking it up well. I feel very monotone right now because I'm trying to stay somewhat quiet because the rest of my family's asleep. yeah, I still live at home. I'll be moving out soon though, so then I can yell all I want whenever it's midnight. It's just something I have to worry about now. Let me make sure that I put does not qualify this one as well. But yeah, I apologize if it's like hard to hear. If it is, I can turn up the volume of the mic, but you guys can let me know. Thanks for NHL slip you dropped earlier. Made a little cash from it. Yeah, I think it cashed out for like a little bit, right? Like maybe a quarter unit of profit. Yeah. This kind of sucks that, I mean, we'd have a higher payout if either one of these guys didn't push, but also Burns went over, so that's a bummer. All right, so we have 4 slips in. We need 6, so we're missing 2 games right now. Wait, are we missing 2? Why is it not showing the... Oh, there it is. We have 5 slips in. We're only missing this one. But last time I checked, Penix wasn't even up for 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he's not. I don't know why this slip hasn't updated yet. It's showing to take his over 2 passing touchdowns, but he does not have an option here to take over 2 passing touchdowns. So that's a bit unfortunate. So that's all the correlation that we have for now. See, dude, look, see this? This is value. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This late night NHL value that comes through so clutch. That's why we're on stream, to take advantage of it. So it's so hard for me to take these props when it's like, I know it's minus 140, but I typically like to see like minus 210 from at least 2 books. So we have Pinnacle, and then there's just freaking Flip, dude. Flip's just juicing the hell out of these props. Like, look at them, dude. They just look, Flip looks at these and they go, oh yeah, let's just add a little more juice. What was the hockey slip that hit? It was a correlation posted for the Hurricanes game. Yeah, I guess you could say it hit. So this is what, like a 3 out of 4 or something? I don't know exactly. But yeah, this is correlation though. That was posted on the afternoon stream, I believe. But I think we only had like 3 NHL games, so there wasn't like a ton of correlation to tell. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. This is tough. This is real tough. Ooh. Is there anyone in the chat that actually like genuinely wants to play duos right now? Because right now we're not getting like jack for value. I was hoping to get some slips in, but it's just not looking great at the moment. Dude, I can't get come from my freaking chair. This sucks. I haven't downloaded Madden yet. Freaking Dylan said he was gonna whip me in it. I was like, bro, you're not. $50 bonus on parlay play. I want to use. Are there two really good plays? I can tell you right now, there's not two really good plays, but your best two options are probably Jalen Brunson over 11.5 RA. I don't even know, dude. There's like nothing. I would wait. I would hold on to it. Two more for a 6-man on PrizePicks. Do you have access to college players? Technically, you could take any of these three right here. Does anyone do golf in the Discord? I'm currently looking for somebody to do golf. We have like pretty much every sport covered except for golf. And that's kind of not annoying, but it does bother me because I'd like to be able to offer everything. And the fact that we don't have a golf capper is a bit frustrating. So I'm looking for one. We don't have one as of right now, though. Got pretty much everything else covered, though. There was one good prop earlier that I wasn't able to get in. It was like Tyus Jones over 2.5 rebounds, I think. It was pretty solid. Golly, dude, I'm tired. Hey, we made it to the 1 hour mark. That's an accomplishment. It's so weird to me that they haven't bumped McMillan down. Like, do you guys see this? We have 4 props here for Washington. All unders. I think tomorrow's stream will have a good amount of correlation as well. Just some extra slips to go over. Because I know we're missing some games. I just can't think of which ones. Tried doing an F1 slip. Right on everything, but misunderstood what it meant. Oh, that sucks. What was it, like pit stop time? Or it was probably something like the, what was it, like the starting position maybe? Or I think I know what you're talking about, because there's one that's like confusing that I thought was like the opposite. I can't remember what the category was called though. College basketball. I didn't see anything for college basketball actually. Nothing better than 137. Yeah, not really. Not a ton. Like an RJ Davis? What prop? I don't see much for RJ Davis that is even remotely close to being a good prop. Yeah. F1's difficult. Giannis under rebounds or assists. It's not bad. Yeah, it is the opposite. But yeah, one thing I did want to touch on as well. I know I barely talked about it, but today's Saturday. Um, Obviously it's like midnight, so like it is Saturday though. Later tonight there will be 16 Dub Club members randomly selected to participate in the bracket challenge, and essentially you get randomly seeded and you play another person by posting a six pick entry, and depending on how your six pick entry performs against theirs, the winner will move on to the next round. And it's a tournament pretty much, so it's a 16-person tournament. And then if you win, you get a free month of Dub Club and you get a free entry to win $1,000. So that's an easy way to pay for your Dub Club if you end up winning that. So yeah, take advantage of that. Like I said, the discounted prices end today, so you can lock into a 3-month, a 6-month, or a 1-year long membership, and you get a huge discount on that. And then also you get access to everything, including the bracket challenge, which will be drawn tonight. I have yet to set up the actual like giveaway thing to enter it, but that will be happening later today. I'll post it. So yeah. Where's this hockey value, man? It's gotta be coming soon, right? It's gotta be coming soon, right? We only have a couple. Johnny Gaudreau still up there. I think there was one other that was pretty high up. Yeah, a couple of shots on goal. It's always, yeah, they haven't put it up yet. Whenever they put up the points up, those are the ones that we gotta take. Those are nice. There's no way. You tell me I hit over 11.5 yawns already? Bro, there's actually no way. I know I was yawning, but like 12 times, bro. The discount code is not working on Dub Club? What discount code? Are we talking about the free trial? Or are you talking about the membership things? Are we talking about these down here? Oh, you know what? I might have them. I may have had them instead of the 7th at midnight. I may have had them the 6th at midnight. Oh, you emailed DG Fantasy? I assume you probably tried it again here on stream and it didn't work. We'll get back to you though. The links you got for the discounts. It don't work. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'll fix this for you. Sorry. You're gonna lock in the 1 year? Alright, bet, dude. That sounds like a smart idea. Go ahead and save the most you can. Let me make sure I get this all right and then fix it for you. Oh crap, they just like disappear? Oh wait, hold on. Promo codes. Let's see here. Expiration date. Activate. I'm gonna drop it in chat for you so that way you don't have to try that. Tell me if that works. What's up, Jackson? How's it going, boss? We're gonna do a good little, watch this. All right, ABC. Let me know if that works. I put it in chat for you. Let me know if that discount should be, or if it should be applied. But just let me know if it does. Random question: what got you into sports betting? A friend. I've played sports all my life, so sports has always been a big part. And then my buddy was like, bro, you know you could bet on this stuff? I was like, what? And I was like a college kid, and I was like, I probably shouldn't, you know? Gambling is bad. So then I lost a lot of money. And then I figured out how to beat the system, if you want to call it that, and actually learn how to be a profitable bettor. And now I share my knowledge to the world. That sounds so cheesy. But yeah, that's how I started. I had a friend that just told me about it. Pretty sure like first night of it, we were betting on horses at like 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's a true story. 100% true story. We were betting on horses 3 a.m. freshman year of college. Yeah, not a great day for the bets. I didn't see how Boba did, but I know mine. Freaking this crap right here pisses me off, bro. Jackson, we touched on this. Obviously, Booker freaking went off for no reason. But this slip right here, bro. Oh my gosh. Derek White, you see this right here? Derek White had 16 points and rebounds in the first half. 16. He comes out third quarter, grabs 1 rebound, and he doesn't play the fourth at all. Unless he got injured, but like it looked like it was just a blowout to me. That's why. So that's unfortunate. I can't add your Discord channel anymore. Really? Do I need to re-add it? Hold on, let me check on my end to see. Communities. It says invalid link? Why would it say that? Mine says that it's connected just fine. Hold on. If you're having a problem with it though, I would reach out to Dub Club because I don't have access to like what you guys can connect. But they're really good about like answering DMs or just their like contact thing. So I would do that and make sure that you have that all. Bro, we got 50 people in here. We're just chilling. What's up, 50 people? Make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want more streams. tell anybody this, but I'm gonna be streaming every day, no matter what. So, but subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything on my end to help you with that, unfortunately. I don't know why I would say invalid link. We have a 25x alive with 4 legs for Sunday. I assume that's probably a bogus slip. Horse betting is wild, in the same boat as a college kid right now, just trying to earn a few extra bucks. So hopefully you can stop the bleeding before I did. What year are you in? Because that's what I learned as a freshman, and it wasn't until my junior year. No, I was a sophomore. I was a sophomore when I started actually doing profitable sports betting. Where do I go to add a new credit card? The one on there is expired and I don't see where to update. Dude, check. I hate that you're asking me questions I don't know. I usually am great. I usually can answer most questions. Let's see. Can I go here? Proceed. I don't want to click proceed to checkout. I don't want my card information to be there. Dude, it should say, so you click that. What I just did, you go to the page. Oh, you're just getting found out. Sorry. Okay. Trying to learn and start to cook up. Been losing crazy. Just out of curiosity, what has been your process for betting? Because if you've been losing like crazy, I would assume that you're probably doing something wrong. You could always just be in a cold streak, but I would like to know what your process is, or if you're subscribed to somebody else. I don't know. How did you grow your bankroll when first starting? That's a great question. So, you know what? That's actually one of the best questions that I've got. Because I don't know why a lot of people think this, but like people see that I bet 50 bucks on everything and like think that it just like appeared. I don't really understand that, but I was a college kid. I was a sophomore when I actually started like spending time researching on how to actually be a profitable sports bettor. Then you got to think as a college kid, like you're not loaded with money, you know, you kind of just have to figure it out. And at the time I actually didn't even have a job. I was like using the savings that I had that from like my previous like just childhood, which was like no more than maybe like $5,000 in savings. And that's like what I was paying rent with and stuff. And so I started off with just betting $5 on everything. And it definitely takes time. It takes discipline. Once I started getting, you know, traction on Twitter and kind of realized that like I could continue posting like this. And at the time then I had actually gotten a job. But outside of my actual like rent, I started while I was doing my sports betting thing. I also ran a car detailing thing with my buddy. We had our own business doing that as well, and I'd say that made sort of good money, better than just like a normal part-time job at like, you know, some restaurant. So that definitely was nice having that money. And then once, like, you know, outside of just rent, I wasn't somebody who would go out and like party and drink and all that stuff on like the weekends. So we would just I don't know, me and my buddies would sports bet, and the bankroll slowly grew. And I guess I just continued to kind of like supplement some of my own money from like work that I didn't need to go directly to something, and throw it towards the bankroll. Because at the end of the day, the more money you have in your bankroll, the more you're able to bet. And if you're betting in a profitable manner, as we do in the Discord, then it's more money in your pocket. So, but yeah, good question. Third year right now, not really bleeding money at the moment, but got 25x hit a couple days before New Year, which is keeping me in the green currently. Awesome. That's good. And yeah, like the main thing obviously with gambling, sports betting, anything like that, don't bet with money that you're not willing to lose. Um, that's not me saying like, oh, you're going to lose everything, because that's clearly not the case. But there are moments, whether it's a day, whether it's a week, whether it's a month, where we do have cold streaks. We actually went through that in December. If you were in the Dub Club, you would have known that. So just to kind of put it into perspective, cold streaks do happen. December was a negative month for us, yet we still finished with this number on the year. So you got to keep stuff like that in mind. Be smart with your money. Don't let the guys on Twitter or whatever it may be tell you to go, nuke something, and you end up throwing way too much money on something and it loses. That's one of the worst feelings. I've been there, done that. Highly recommend staying away from that sort of thing. Still debating on taking out all of your money from Underdog, moving it to PrizePicks. You could. I think PrizePicks is probably the best platform out right now. There was definitely a period where I liked other platforms better, but there's honestly not like a ton of value on one specific app. So, whoa, can we get this in? We definitely play Underdog Slip still, but the fact that they also nerfed correlations a bit, that's a bummer. But trying to build out the slip here. It's only Randall and Brunson. I don't even know if we can finish out a slip. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Just not a lot of value, man. Locked in until 2025. Awesome, dude. Let's go. How about picks for NBA? We got a couple here, but they're both on the same team, so. Yeah, these apps have it, but it's like there's not enough to actually finish out a slip, My process has kind of been mixing, consistently hitting bets with certain creators. Found you recently and your props usually hit, but I've been just barely missing out. Mostly bad luck though, definitely in the red. To just off of what you're saying, I'm gonna assume that you're fairly new at sports betting. Because if you are mixing bets that are consistently hitting, I assume you're somebody who probably likes to do this. And they go, oh, let me see how their last 5 performance is. Please do not do that. I know that's obviously very enticing. That's why PrizePicks puts it there, to see how players perform against their matchups. The easiest way I can explain this, and this is a direct reflection of why we are profitable. You do not need to do research yourself. The sports books spend millions of dollars to create models and all that sort of thing to predict the outcome of a player's specific stat. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. That's why the house always wins. That's like what that saying is for. They spend millions of dollars to make sure that they have correct lines set up. So we, as the people, want to take advantage when apps like PrizePicks don't place lines properly. And what I mean by that is when their lines are not the same as the sports books. So that's what's called positive EV betting. It's positive expected value, and that's what we do. So that's what my process is. I'm not saying your process is wrong. I just highly don't recommend it because it is not profitable in the long run. Okay. There's other creators out there that are great, and I'm not gonna diss anybody, but there's also a lot of people on Twitter who should not have the platform that they do because they're spreading false information, or they're just lying to you and just saying like, that they're up a certain amount with nothing to back it up. I hope that makes sense. That's probably the easiest way, the simplest way I can explain that, is that our job is not to, or put it this way, you will never outsmart the sports books. So, you know, you kind of have to just take a step back and look at what you're dealing with, not thinking that you're the man and you're going to outsmart the books, because you won't. I promise you. Instead, be smart about it. Take advantage of where there are mispriced lines, whether it's on PrizePicks, Underdog, that sort of thing. So that's probably the best piece of knowledge that I can give you outside of just telling you to be disciplined with your money, and stay consistent and be patient, that sort of thing. So, do I have any videos or past streams where I went into details for the process of profitable betting? I definitely touched on it a couple times. I've only been streaming for, I think today's my 5th day. I've definitely touched on it. I haven't made a full stream just dedicated around to it. It may have been in the one that was like a sports betting Q&A kind of thing, where you guys in chat were able to ask questions. If you want, I can definitely set up a stream sometime in the next couple days and just really dive into what my process is, why it's successful, the tools that I think are good for you guys to start out with. Obviously I could just tell you guys to join the Dub Club, but I want to be able to equip you guys with the knowledge that it takes to become a profitable sports bettor as well. Not for you to just join and tell me, because while that's great for a lot of you because it just makes things easier on yourself, I really do think that it allows for a better enjoyment out of your wins when you understand that you're profiting because of a successful process. So I can definitely set that up, though. I'm sure you're not the only one who would like to tune into that. I have to have my boy Jake make me a sweet thumbnail for it. But yeah, those are good questions. Those are really good questions. Randall bumped. Man, I'm not trying to stay up till 2 a.m. I'm just waiting for NHL value, but I know it's coming. Just know it's coming. Still got like 50 people in here. But yeah, this, I guess while we kind of just wait, I can talk a little bit more about my goal for 2024. The main thing obviously was starting streaming, which check, we're already here. So the goal though is to continue to grow this, hopefully, have some success with this. The plan is to stream every single day, hopefully get some slips out and cash with you guys who may or may not be within the Dub Club, and then also, like I said, just focusing more on video content as a whole. Gonna start getting some TikToks out probably on a weekly basis, and then Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, that sort of thing. So that's the goal. Definitely have high hopes for this year, and then obviously actual profitability of sports bets. That's going to be really exciting to see. We've had a great start to the month, or to the year, whichever one you want to say. 3 25Xs within the first 5 days. It was 4 days actually, but yeah, that's I'd say a great start. So gonna be even better if we hit some correlation, today and tomorrow. trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about. I know I said it said ladder challenge in the Twitter post I made, and I think it says it on the YouTube video as well. That's something that we're doing up until about a week from now. But I'm not going to force something that I don't think is playable. So if you're waiting on the ladder challenge, unfortunately, you are going to have to keep waiting. How about Hartenstein RA? Let's take a look. Oh. RA for Hartenstein. Definitely don't take that. Just pretty basic odds. -120, -130. Nothing that would qualify to be a playable prop. Do I pay for correlation tools separately from the Fantasy Optimizer? Yes, they are two separate things. I can actually just show that here on stream for the pricing. This is the options for the optimizer. You guys get access to that with these prices here. If you do want to do that, 25% off though with code Trident. And then for correlation, obviously much more. Still get 25% off. The reason why this is so high, number one, you're getting pre-made slips, so there's no mix and match of your own thing that you have to do. These are all just completely, just here's a slip, put your money on it, and that's that. And also it makes a lot of sense. You look at the correlation performance here, which my base cam is blocking what I was going to show you guys, but there we go. This is August 18th, so almost 5 months. That's how many units are profited from the slips that are posted here. So everything's tracked. It makes complete sense why that number's so high, because the tool pays for itself. I know a lot of people don't have the money to be buying something like that, but again, that is an investment. You put that money down to buy the tool, you get access to all the slips, and if you're playing all the slips, you're going to end up with a bankroll that looks like that right there. So better ruined New Year's Eve. They didn't let you place any 5-pick slips, and we hit 220x's. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude. I don't know why they wouldn't let you place those. Those are the correlation slips, I assume, for the 20x. So many blowouts. Yeah, today sucks for NBA. Lots of blowouts for sure. Yeah. Let's see here. We got some tickets in. In regards to units, how often did you increase your unit size in correlation to your increasing bankroll? Ooh, good question. How often did you increase your unit size in correlation to your increasing bankroll? Oh, that's tough. I'd say that I'm trying to think of how I did it. I think whenever you double your bankroll, then you can go up. So if I had, $5,000, or wait, I'm trying to think how this would be. What, $500? Yeah, $500, and you're running $5 units. Once you hit 1,000 off of $5 units, then you can go up to 10. I think that's a good rule of thumb. So then take it from there. If you have $1,000 and you're running $10 units, once you hit $2,000 in your bankroll, then you can go up to $20 units. Does that make sense? Because you want to have, a bankroll, or a unit should be 1% of your bankroll. So if you're doing $10 for $10 for $1,000 bankroll, that's 1%. If you get up to 1,900, you're technically running, less than 1%. But that's okay. I would just, to be on the safe side, you can, it's totally preference. You can switch it up once you get to like, $1,700 or $1,800, that sort of thing. But I think a good, like, if you want to stay disciplined with it, once you double your bankroll, you can go up. So that's a good question though. And it's definitely something that a lot of people should be more in tune with, instead of just like throwing more money on a slip because they feel like it, or just upping their bankroll because they feel like it, that sort of thing. So good question. Does that make slips for every sports or just correlation? Are you asking about the correlation tool? The correlation tool, every slip is a correlated slip. The sports that I typically see are football, so college and NFL, and then NHL primarily. There are sometimes basketball, but I touched on this earlier. Basketball is really not a sport where like possession is like a key factor to how like the game script is. And I mean, technically hockey isn't like a ton either. Football's definitely the best for correlation. And I can't remember. I don't know if we may have had baseball for correlation. I don't know if that was ever added, but like, again, that's the same sort of thing. If we want to take hitter strikeouts with an opposing, or that's right, we couldn't do correlation for that because they did the no hitters versus opposing pitchers sort of thing. But yeah, there's multiple sports. Not every sport. It's not like we're getting, F1 correlation, but the main sports. Yeah, man. Hey, tune into the streams. Feel free to if you ever have any questions. I appreciate you telling me about what your process is, and hopefully what I said helps a little bit. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. If you haven't joined the Dub Club, there's a free link in the chat. It's pinned. It's a free week. So if you want to do that, go ahead and get in there. Check out the community that we got in the Discord, and cash out some slips with us. Yeah. Increasing units when you double the bankroll, yeah. No problem. No problem. Kuzma over 20.5 points. Let's take a look. Where are we going? It always makes me curious when you guys come in here with like props, because like sometimes it'll be like, if I'm not on the optimizer, sometimes you guys will come in here with a prop and I'm like, oh, like thanks for telling me, because like it'll be sitting right up here. And other times it makes me curious if you guys are like researching props yourself and then asking me about it, because I'll just give you the truth about it. And I'll tell you right now, Kuzma over 20.5 points is not a good play. Neither is the under. If you need reasoning behind it, again, the PrizePicks props, their goal is to have their lines as close to or the exact same as the sportsbooks, because the sportsbooks spend a ton of money to make sure that they have an accurate projection for what a player will end with. So this looks like a ton of numbers to some of you guys. Others have been in here for a little bit and have been able to understand the concept of, in order to have a prop be in a 6-pick parlay, which is the best available on PrizePicks, you have to have -138 or better in odds. So these down here at -110 and -115, -120, this is all, I don't want to call it garbage, but it's not a profitable play. So you just be throwing your money away regardless of if it hits or if it doesn't. Never use results to judge how good a play is, because it all is derived from the value within a play, and this is not a good play because technically you're getting a better payout if you go bet this on a sports book, you know. So yeah. Am I cooking in a 6-man? I wish I could. We really don't have much value right now. I've kind of been waiting for some hockey value that seems to just never drop right now. We still have Johnny Gaudreau up, but that's about the only prop. Just looking at what some other people are saying on Twitter and feel like they're hyping up something that doesn't make much sense. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm never gonna be somebody who comes on here and like calls out a specific person. But like I just said a few minutes ago, like there's a lot of people that have a big platform on Twitter that shouldn't. Not to name names, but like if you see, and this is just a completely honest thing to say, all right, if you see somebody who's posting a paragraph to explain their reasoning behind a prop, and it doesn't mention anything about the odds, I would unfollow them. And you know, some people may have something different to say about that, but in the game that we're playing with these DFS apps, your expertise on how a prop does not matter. If you're betting on sports books, hey, I said not to name names. Okay. If you're betting on sports books though, you know, it's completely different, because at that point, yes, you can still use the market to determine, you know, where the value is. But you can also see, you know, if you like a certain prop based off of the information that you're writing, all the research, then you can figure out which sports book has the best value for that prop. For us, our only job is to look at the sports books and compare lines. That's it. So I should have rephrased and said, if you're looking at someone who's posting PrizePicks props or, you know, underdog props with a long explanation behind it, you don't need to be following that person, because it's just unnecessary, and it's most likely not a good prop. There's times when I see, you know, a paragraph behind a really good prop, and that's okay. But for that person to be using reasoning behind something that shouldn't need reasoning seems a little bit, you know, odd to me. So while on the topic, something I do see though is that Twitter accounts with huge followings can move lines and then make a play positive UV. Yeah, no, I've seen it happen many times before. If you have a big following and you get a ton of, you know, sheep to bet the same thing regardless of what it is, PrizePicks accounts for that. Regardless of what the sportsbook line is, if they get a ton of money on a certain prop, that line will change. And yes, it can make it a positive EV play. It's a good thing to point out. Yeah. Well, I kind of had planned to go until 2, but we really don't have a ton of value. I already touched on all of our correlation slips, so that's all set for tomorrow's NFL games. You guys can see tomorrow. I should have some post out probably sometime in the morning about a afternoon stream. I don't know if it'll be a long one. It may be like just an hour stream to just check in to see, you know, how you guys are doing, any questions I can answer, and then like hopefully we get some value for just like midday stuff. And then I'll be live again tomorrow night. So I think we're gonna end it there. Hope you guys were able to take in a little bit of information. I hope I answered some of y'all's questions. So yeah, that's true. That's a good point to make. But yeah, I think we're gonna cut it there. shout out to Jake again for the sweet thumbnail. I hope you guys like that, because I am a huge fan of his graphics. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new and you were able to stick around for today, that's awesome. I appreciate it. Drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Sorry again for being so like monotone, but it's late at night here. The rest of the family's asleep, so hopefully we'll have some, more energy tomorrow and get through it. So appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.